You for permission. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about the next 14 days. This idea for a 14-day launch came about literally on a bus ride in Utah up the mountain about a month ago. And I was like, man, if I could just figure out a way to help my girls make money faster, then I think that people would be more invested because typically you earn commission pretty quickly, but your monthly payouts you don't get until a whole month later. So, like at the end of the month, and when all of your totals are in and everything, you don't get your big monthly bonus check until into the next month. But they started a new promotion where whenever you hit J, when you're a brand new associate, as soon as you hit J, which is your first rank, they immediately go ahead and deposit that bonus money into your account instead of making you wait to the end of the month. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. So if we can just get people to Jade in 14 days, then they're going to have a paycheck to cover what they invested literally within 2 weeks and be able to purchase more products and keep going. So that's kind of how it all came about. And then me and a couple of the girls that were on the trip, we just spent like literally the entire weekend planning out every single detail of it, just based upon what we've seen be successful in the last 6 months. So I know several of you have told me that you're either your job or your lifestyle or whatever you're doing, you just don't have a ton of time to spare. And that's okay. I understand that. I don't think that this is going to take that much time. The first day or two, when you figure out how to read the content and how to implement the content, it might be a little more time consuming. But as I think we get today, 4, 5, 6, and on through the 14 days, it's going to be very simple because I've basically created just grab and go material for you. Just to help me a little bit, do you all mind to unmute and just tell me one at a time, just like a tiny bit about yourself? Like, do you work full time? Are you planning to like wake up early and spend a couple minutes? Are you a stay-at-home mom? You're just going to be dropping in throughout the day? Like, what is kind of the plan that you have for yourself? And it will help me to better understand how to serve you. And if you're like me, like, oh my God, don't make me talk to anybody, that's okay. You can just type it into the chat. Nobody wants to talk. You are guys are my people. Let's
First,
see. Okay, cool.
my name's Taylor. I'm a mom of two boys. I work 40 hours a week at a desk job, Monday through Friday. I honestly plan on doing it, prepping the day before, either in the afternoons or in the morning if I have spare time. I'm just trying to fit it in where I can, when I can.
Okay, that helps me because I'm actually thinking about normally what I've done in the past is I get up usually pretty early around 5 a.m. is I will go ahead and load the content that morning for the day. But I'm thinking about for this group actually loading the next day's content the night before. So that, who however you need to work it to make it work for you helps. Okay, so tell me this at your desk job, let's say you can get up in the morning and you can take care of your content. Do you have the ability to like respond to people? So like if people message you and say, "Hey, what is that you're talking about?" Do you have the ability to chat back and forth with them throughout the day, or do you have need to set aside time at night to go and do those conversations?
I have time during the day. I
Okay.
work at a bank, so it's not like and I work upstairs in operations. So it's not something that I have to be continually observant in. I can be on my phone here and there. So I won't be like super fast all the time, but I will be able to reply throughout the day.
Okay. Great. All right. Let's see. Jessica cannot talk. She is her husband's asleep beside of her. Anybody else want to share? Full-time vet tech, mom and little boy. Okay. Is your job flexible enough that you can respond to things back and forth a little bit throughout the day? Or do you need to set aside? Okay. I think for most people, oh gosh, my laptop's going to die. It's going to be beneficial regardless of what your job or what your day looks like to be able to set aside a little bit of time early in the day and a little bit of time later in the day. Okay, so we're all in that little chat. That is where I want you to focus. First of all, that's where most of the content is going to be loaded into. And if you have questions, that's where I want you to put those. You can absolutely individually message me, but that chat is going to be my top priority for the next 14 days. So when I open my inbox at any given time, there's 20 unread messages in there. I'm going to go find that chat, and that's the very first thing I'm going to be responding to. So if you message me individually, I might not see it as quickly. And if you have a question about something, it's pretty likely that one of these other girls do too. I think there's going to be a couple other people joining us. Um, we do have two. If you have friends or family who you think might be interested, we're going to extend enrollment by 1 day. I wasn't really planning on doing that, but I'm going to do another live business overview tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Probably like similar to the same one you guys watch. So if you have friends or family that you think, oh, if they can come listen to that 15-minute business overview, we can still slide them into the 14-day thing tomorrow night. But then that will be the cutoff. Okay, there's a couple of apps that I'm going to be referencing and that we're going to be using. So I want to, if you all have your phone handy, I want you to pick your phone up and go tap into the app with me so I can be sure you know exactly how to find the material. So one of the apps you were supposed to download is the Boards app. Did anybody have any trouble with that? There is a paid version. The board that we use is on the free version, so you shouldn't have had to pay for anything. The board is called Legacy Makers. So give me a thumbs up if you got the Legacy Makers board on your phone. Jessica got it. Okay, Taylor got it. Amber, Kelsey, did you find it? Okay. And if you didn't, it's okay. You definitely want to speak up so we can find it. So when you click on that board, there's quite a bit of helpful content in here, but the thing you're going to be using the most is the tab that's called product info because you know nothing about these products, right? So if you have somebody come to you and say, hey, the bundle that you bought and recommended has Activate. Can you tell me more about Activate? You're really not going to know much about it. So under each of the products in here, you can click on it and it's going to show you. Let me turn my blur off for a minute because it's not letting me show stuff. Okay, it's going to show you what we call a product flyer. Okay, this product flyer is super duper helpful because it tells you just some main topics, main information about the product. These are really good to send to people. So, like for me, when I first started looking through, I would just open up every single tab and I would read about the product, like, oh my gosh, my mom has high blood pressure. This would be so good for her. And I would send her that image. My sister, oh my gosh, my sister has this and this and this. And I would send her that image. You do not really want to post these on social media. First of all, the Facebook algorithm doesn't like it. Second of all, it looks pretty salesy. Okay. So use these for your own knowledge and to send to people to help them. You can play around in the boards app. There may be a couple of other things that you find helpful. There's not really much I've really used in there except for that. Next is the Telegram app. Actually, I don't even want you to look at the Telegram app. I will send you what you need directly in a message. Okay, so I think the boards app is really the main thing. In your Trinont Go app, there's some helpful stuff in there. You can see more product images, product flyers. There's a business overview in there that you can send someone if you feel like they want to watch something that's a little more professional, not me talking about it. All kinds of helpful information in there. The majority of the content that I'm going to be sending you, though, is going to be right in that message thread. So each day there's going to be a post that you're going to make, and I'm going to give you the caption for it. There's going to be a an IPA, which is an income producing activity, which is like tomorrow. It's like write a list of 20 people who you think could benefit from this. There's going to be like 3 little activities in each thing. So watching it first thing in the morning would probably reading it first thing in the morning would probably be helpful. Um, I'm not sure. I updated my welcome message recently, and I'm not sure if it includes GPT or not. Did anybody get prompted to download Chat GPT? Okay, good, because we will be using that as well. If you don't know what Chat GPT is, it is epic. I'm not able to take an account test. That's okay. I'm recording it, exclamation point. Okay. Communication is the most important thing. It is a-okay for you to go into the chat and say, hey, Amber, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling lost. I don't know what to do. Or it's okay for you to go into the chat and say, Amber, I made that post and I went back and I deleted it 5 minutes later because I got freaked out. Communication is the most important thing. I need to know what you're struggling with. I need to know what you feel good about. And I just, yeah, that's just the biggest thing is communication. I can help you navigate this business in any way, shape, or form, but not if I don't know what you're struggling with. Do most of you prefer if I upload the stuff the night before? Would that be more helpful than the morning of? Okay. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Either way, fine with me. Yeah. I think I'm going to do it the night before. I think that will help because then if you have a question about it, you could ask, and it wouldn't like delay you actually doing it the next day. Okay, does anybody have any questions? If you have people, someone asked this earlier, if you have people who are going to be interested in doing this with you, do not forward my link to them. You want to send them your own link. If you don't know how to find that, if you haven't been on your webpage yet, we'll work through all of that. I'm going to teach you all of that stuff. It just isn't really something you need to know like right this very moment. Everything's going to be in the 14-day chat. Yes. Now you may have to go to another app, like you may have to go to the boards app and pull a product flyer, or you may need to use Chat GPT to generate a post for you after I give you the caption. But most of what you need to do is going to be in the app. Okay, so you're actually not late to the game. I don't think anybody in this group has their products yet. But that's okay. I actually launched my whole business that way. I started this business when I was on a cruise ship in the Bahamas and then for a week. And then when I got off the ship, I met my family in Florida for a week. So I launched my entire business in 2 weeks too without having any products in my hand. Your excitement about what you're doing is going to be the thing that changes everything. If you approach it as like, I can't wait to share with you guys, what changes when I get these products, or I can't wait to get my shipment, like nobody's really interested in that, right? But if you're sharing about how, like, I don't know what your particular story is. Maybe your story is a women's health weight loss journey, and you got the women's health weight loss bundle. If you start sharing about how you haven't felt yourself, since being postpartum and you can't seem to get that last bit of weight off and you just don't have any energy and you don't have time for the gym or whatever and you share about a weight loss bundle, people are going to be much more interested in that. Does that make sense? Tomorrow. If you do have your products and you're starting them, be sure you take pictures, measurements, all the things, especially pictures of your face. Um, Pictures of yourself in like a bra because you'll lose inflammation a lot quicker. You'll notice like a loss of inflammation before you notice like a change on the scale or anything. Yeah. Okay, we are going to meet again next Sunday. So 1 week into this, we will probably meet at like 8:30. I don't really like 8:45. It kind of pushes into our bedtime. We'll probably meet at 8:30 just to check in how the week went and make sure everybody's on the right track. I also had ChatGPT give me prompts for the waiting period. Oh yeah, if you chat, first of all, ChatGPT knows more about Trinont and Trinont products than I do, truthfully. So like, if I give you a posting prompt for tomorrow, if you go put it in ChatGPT and say, "Hey, I need a post. I don't have my products yet." He knows. Mine's a he. He knows exactly what to say. He's a genius. Oh, I didn't realize I put the ChatGPT training in there. That's perfect. If you go through that training and you answer those questions, even better. He's going to be able to work magic for you even better. Okay, do you guys have any more questions? I'm going to get my kids settled in bed and then I will post the day one stuff. Please remember the 15-minute business presentation tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Bring a couple friends to come listen and we'll get them plugged in and started on the 14-day with us anyway, even though it's a day late. You probably, if any of you have watched, no, I don't know if it's in any of the trainings. You probably stumbled across it somewhere by now, but to be Jade, you need at least two people. You need to find two friends or two family who want to do the business. I can put volume under you. And we'll talk more about how volume looks in the next few days. But I can basically, I'm not saying I'm going to give you the volume you need, but if I have the volume to spare, I can give you all the volume you need for Jade, but I cannot give you two recruits. You do have to go out and find those two recruits on your own. And that's the process of the 14 days. I'm going to help you with posts and stories and things that are going to help do that. But if you have people in mind, um, get them on that 8 o'clock call tomorrow. It'll be this exact same Zoom link. And sometimes I find that less is more. Like if you just say, "Hey, I started something new. It's kind of crazy, but I'm going to make $1,000 my first 2 weeks. You want to come listen, a little bit more about it tomorrow night at 8?" People are 10 times more likely to say yes than if you say, "Oh my gosh, I started an online health and wellness boutique and we got weight loss supplements and collagen and vitamin C and all the things. And I'm going to be working from my phone only 15 minutes twice a day." And like sometimes it's just too much. If we would have just said, "Hey girl, I want you to come listen to this," they would have been like, "Sure." Hey, I'm going to take a picture. If you don't want me to take a picture, I'm going to stop recording first.